Alright, I'm gonna do a video. I'm driving, so I'll show you the dogs real quick. The lighting, I gotta turn the lights off because it's dark. Just wanted to touch on a few topics. The first one is all of the dogs for the Christmas transport are safe and sound and delivered. We met some wonderful people at some really awesome places that we're going to continue to work with. They're very happy with everything that we did. So I just want to thank everybody, because none of this would be possible without you guys. I know it gets a little crazy sometimes. All this was a real last minute thing. You know, it's over 3,000 miles of travel and all the logistics behind it, paperwork, etc. So I can't thank you guys enough, because you guys are the reason that these dogs are all going to good homes. I'll bear with me. Hang on one second. Okay, so for all of you that are involved in rescue, you know this, but some of the people that don't do rescue don't know about some of the things that go on. Pretty much the way this works is shelters will have a dog that's available. You'll get an email, text message. Some of the smaller ones will give you a phone call. After which there's a time frame. Depending on the shelter, that time frame changes. So what happens is a rescue or a group like us, we have the ability to take the dog. There's Elfie sitting next to me. We take the dog or cat. You have to pick them up, fill out paperwork. You're taking ownership of them, and then the process goes to foster if you're going to take it home or whatnot. So in that time limit, some they're available, not available. That's just how it is. So I know there were a few comments made in the last few days. I've been driving, so I can't keep up on the Facebook like I'd like to. You know. But with that, sometimes when we get to the shelters, the dogs are no longer available. Whether they became adopted, rescued. Some of them get sick, some of them are still under medical treatment, but they're not available. It's not my job to pester the shelter workers and people that run the shelter as to what happened with the dog. I can't. I don't have the time. I can spend all day arguing with people and fighting with people and figuring out what happened to one dog or cat, and it's just the sad part about this. We can't sit there all day, and you know, it's their job to get the dogs, post them available, not available. So that's not a rescuer's job. So when I get an email that says a dog is not available, I have to move on to saving another dog. Instead of getting bogged down with what happened to it, what's going on with it. So there were some comments about two dogs, Jody and Franklin. Two of our members, my sister being one of them, put some pledges up for them, and they were not available when we got to them. So if the members that did pledge for Jody and Franklin would like a refund of their pledges, we're more than happy to do that. Or we can put it towards the dogs that didn't get pledges that we picked up, regardless of them having pledges or not. So like I said, please feel free to let me know if that's something you want to do. Another thing I wanted to touch on is a prominent member of Randleman, who is in Asheboro County quite a lot. She offered to give me cash to do with it as I please. I personally don't take cash from people when I know their intentions may not be good. It's a very sensitive issue when we go to shelters, and the shelter itself is a sensitive issue. A lot of people don't truly realize how difficult everything is. It's a very big picture. I'm not even going to get into it, but one of my volunteers accepted that money, and she had donated it to the Randolph County Animal Shelter. So I want to thank that person for making that donation. So like I said, it's just a quick video of what's going on, what happened. I know it's probably really hard to hear me. I'm shaking like a leaf. I'm trying to drive. But I wanted to thank everybody once again, and you know, there's good and bads in everything we do, and we can't get to them all. So it's up to the local communities of every shelter in this country to do what they can. I'm gonna catch some flack from people. I really don't want to get involved in the politics of all of this. I'm not going to. If I ruffle some feathers by picking up a bunch of dogs and saving their lives, so be it. That's what I'm here for. Really don't care what everybody else's opinions are. You're more than welcome to put it on the page and voice how mad you are at us helping, but we are helping, and we're going to continue doing it. Everybody can step up to the plate and see what we're doing and either help us or do it themselves. We want to be an example to let people know that this is what we do and this can be done. The sick dogs, the aggressive dogs, the breeds that people don't like, the ugly dogs, they do have homes. You just got to work a little bit harder and take the time to find them homes. And it is very, very frustrating. But rather than fighting with people and bickering and I wanted this and I wanted to do that, move on to the next one. That's the only way they're gonna get saved. So I'm gonna leave that there. And I also want to say, if anyone has a problem, I mean, there are good opinions and bad opinions. I'm welcome to all of them. But please message me. Don't message my team or my volunteers. If it's that much of a big deal, my phone is always next to me, so I can respond to comments in a timely manner. But you know, if you feel so inclined to bother or pester people, by all means send me a message and we'll figure it out. So we are going to pull over for the night and sleep and head home. We are tired. Driven across the country and back twice. But we're gonna go home, do a bunch of maintenance, get some rest. Hoss is gonna need a bunch of work. He needs to put some weight on. We're gonna do that, and we're already planning on heading back to do this all over again. So this isn't a one-time thing. It's gonna be a continuous thing. And we're gonna do what we can, where we can, and as much as we can, because you guys are making a huge, huge difference and people are noticing. So I will talk to you guys soon.